Hello and welcome into MFL with Laird. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Laird on MFL. Here today to try to save some of my teams. The mid-season transfer window is closing in less than 24 hours. And I have sent out like a ton of offers trying to cheat my way into, that is cheap my way, not cheat, cheap my way into finding a solution for at least one of my teams. And I'm just not sure it's going to work. And so I'm hoping that we get some pack luck today because I bought 2 kickoff packs during the pack drop earlier this week and I haven't opened them yet. And I'm hoping that just the solution is there and then we'll be okay. Thanks everyone for coming in. Let's see. Andy first in. Way to be, Andy. Then we got Sean. Hello everyone. Excited for the games to be back today. For real. For real. And then Josh got on the podium with them. Congratulations to you 3. Toby, good to see you as well. Apologies for making you delay your nap, but I appreciate you being here. I'm trying also kind of my new streaming setup here. I think this is the second time I've done an MFL 1 on this setup, but I changed everything. And so if anything looks wonky to you guys or doesn't sound right or something looks wrong, or you're just like, I don't like that, do it this way, I'm happy to mess around with it because I think this is okay, but I don't love it. I actually had myself a little bigger last time, I believe. Like I had myself, let's see, like this. Now I'm already messing it up. I got to move my logo. But I wasn't sure if this was too big. I actually got some advice from everybody's good friend Harry Trades, and he was like, yeah, you gotta just be smaller. And I don't know, but this is it. And obviously covering up a little bit, what was that? My trophies, which aren't all of that impressive, so it was okay to just do that. Now I'm getting a bitrate warning, just kind of a bummer. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, thanks everyone for coming in. The team that I need to kind of work on is Empire. Where are we? Rioja. I think it's Rioja. And I know that sounds weird as I'm saying like, oh, I've got to work on this team that's currently sitting third. Let's see, I believe not quite the highest scoring team in the league. But the issue that I'm having with this team here is it this team? Yeah, it is. So the issue I'm having with this team, let me see if I can make this a little bigger so you guys can see it. Come on. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I tried to basically I'm trying to maximize playing time on this team. And there are a couple guys that I specifically want to prioritize. One is this Forstier. He's a 24-year-old center back who has actually had some pretty good progression overall. And then I have this Philip Gordon, who I packed at the beginning of last season, and it moves a little bit. He's not super young, but so basically Gordon is my backup center back and left back. I have a 23-year-old Norwegian mohawked right back here who, isn't a crowning achievement in terms of progression. In fact, I didn't realize it was that bad. Has he done anything? 3+1s in shooting. Oh wait, you can't see that. Sorry, hold on. Oh man, and now I got to move myself. Anyway, 3+1s in shooting on bow, which is a bit of a bummer. But basically, what's happening is that I use Gordon either as a backup center back or the backup left back, and so he plays a lot. He's played 11 games, but as you see here, they're getting very, very tired. My backup right back is the CDM here. I also have this guy. This guy Alessio Carraro, 20 years old. He's my starting left back. CDM, triple position here. And he's a, 72 left back, 73 CDM. So he starts at left back. Then he starts at left back. Gordon is the backup for these two 24-year-old center backs. And it's just getting to the point where they're getting a little too tired. And to answer Toby's question before, yes, I'm through in the cup. And so it just feels like I need to have somebody. And I've sent a bunch of lowball offers for some older left backs or center backs. I actually haven't looked at the market today. But unfortunately, a lot of the ones that I've been going after have gotten bought for more than I was willing to spend, which, is reasonable. But it's kind of like, do I buy... I think I have an offer on this guy. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Is he a low mint? Oh, he is. But still 33. And you're like, $5, just do it. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it. Andy said, is rev share more or less of a consideration for you with midseason rather than the start, depending on where you need to strengthen? I would like to, I prefer to buy players than give up rev share. Now, we're in ice. And so I feel like the rev share is just not even that high. And so part of me is like, oh, just do it. Just give up the rev share. But I don't know, giving up 5% for half of it. An old CB that doesn't need to play but can help with fitness would be perfect here. Even a red retired guy. I know. Even the red retired guy, I'm not like dying to do. Dobbsy, what's up here? Are we still a little shaky on the bit rate? I think we're okay. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I guess I didn't look at the market for loans. And I'll be honest, I've been primarily looking for left backs, or I'm sorry, for center backs, but I could do either. Is this really 2% in ICE? Not really. Left back CDM, I don't need a 78. And even the minimum appearance is a little tough. Yeah, so that's just like straight zeros here. I don't know. It does keep blurring a bit. Huh. All right. I wonder if I can... I don't know why it's so low. I'll have to adjust some things. I'm not sure I can adjust them here on the fly. But anyway, so yeah, it's like, what is this? 7 matches. I could probably get 7 matches out of this guy. 34 pace. Woof. But yeah, so if I'm willing to buy a right back or a left back, I guess. Let's see what but again, like I said, I've had a number of offers. I'm basically trying to pay like $3. And I think, so this one's for 29 pace. Wow. I can do a 70 rated red retiree for 0 if you need it, mate. Oh, David, that is exactly what I need. Exactly what I need. However, we've got 2 packs. And maybe 2% in ice is worth like 20 cents. I'd just do a loan. I don't want to put it into like actual money terms, even though that's what we're doing. But maybe we just get something right out of here. Or maybe I get a legendary and then it's fine. I feel like that would just be another option, is get a Lego upgrade from this pack and we roll with that. I bought these I decided not to participate in the pack drop, and I wasn't going to be around. And then all of a sudden I found myself available, and then I bought 2 kickoff packs. Yeah, so let's open them. All right, let's get something cool, like a legendary. Does that sound too much for you guys? Can't tell how loud it is. But I'll turn it down. Okay. Hold and drag. Let's go. Mark French. 20. Left back, 76. Oh. So he's got to be in the 40s range. Oh, 49. Young at least, yeah. Richie said, afternoon, I've seen some progress from the commons in my kickoff packs from Tuesday. That's awesome. That's awesome. Pico player, good to see you. Young at least, yeah. All right. 5-7. Let's go. Left back, left wing back. Huh, that's fun. 62 shooting. I bet, yeah. Barkey's lad, there you go, yeah. Mark French. All right, let's get this other one. I forgot all the guys are young. 20 is nice. Seka Gabale. Another 20-year-old. Let's go. Striker, not what I needed, but let's see. 54 shooting's not bad. 51, all right. All right. I've seen worse. 6'2". Yeah, let's find out how eligible he is. Let's see. Mark French. .54 left wing. Let's go. 54 left wing, 49 left back. That's what we like to see. Barkey will probably trade him for an old European 70. You were right, Trust. He was higher at left wing. Andy said I got a common player in my kickoff pack. That's fun. I'm in the middle of degenning so rare. Just got an Mbappe. Palmer just found out that somebody was opening packs like me, and just tuned in. Such a degen, this guy. All right. So Seka Bale is just a 51 rated. 59 physical is not bad for 51 overall. That's not bad. I don't have a Flint side. This is the other problem, is that I inevitably, all of this leads me to just getting a Flint team, which that's a Flint superstar. Yeah, I don't have a Flint club. And this is where Trust is like, this is why you get a Flint club. Anyway. All right, let's open this other one. Here's our upgrade. Here it comes. As generous as that was, David, I hope that I can get some actually, do I even want somebody that good? Because then I'm going to have to play him, although it's only half a season. All right. We'll go right to left this time. Maybe I should actually click it. There we go. All right, come on. Elvis Pino. Panama, 22, center back. 48, 49. Not a Flint club, multiple Flint clubs, yeah. So Pino, yeah, decent physical at least. Can't pass and can't shoot, but he is a center back, so let's get this other one. Here's our legendary. Colin Francis, wore the purple anyway. Oh, another New Zealand. 22, left wing. 38 dribbling, 38 pat, 42. Oof. Is there a division below Flint? I know there isn't. 6'2". All right, so he's also a striker, but with 46 shooting, 50 physical. He might be a little higher. Maybe like a 44. Maybe. Center back CDM 6'3". But can't pass and can't shoot, which is sweet. All right. Let's go back. Let's see the guys we just got. Here we go. So Pino is a 49 center back and a 43 CDM. Francis, 43 striker, 42 left wing. Oh, so he is higher as a striker, not by much. Dev center. Yeah. Yeah. How much does a 20-year-old 51 rated striker get listed for? 20 striker. None? That can't be right. Oh, that's overall. Huh. That's why. All right. Overall, max 51 striker. 10 bucks right here. $6. Not much. Not much. That's where Yorkie's like Barkey is like sell for $5 and then get some more packs. Yeah, I think the dev center is probably the right spot there. So, David, do minimum 51? Okay. That was much easier, Sean. Well done. So yeah, $6 for this guy. Although he's not the only free agent. Not that everybody's like dying to get one of these guys now. Yeah. I wouldn't say my guys are... What was his 48 pace? That's not even that great. Yeah. Oh, well. So the packs did not help. But yeah, I should absolutely just end up sending probably both of these guys to the dev center. Why not? Unless anybody thinks that this is not the right solution, not the right move. I don't even have that many guys in the dev center because I haven't opened like common packs in a while. I will bring up now that and nobody will be surprised at this, but the Nepenthes and Jimbo when Dirk had me rethinking things. And obviously the more I talk to Trust about opening kind of like lower packs with my MFL. But there was actually a specific line that Nep used. And actually I want to make this... Let me move myself so that you guys can see. Or actually, why can't I? Where does that one keep going? I'm going to play around here. Whoa. Yeah, that didn't do what I wanted to do. Anyway, so these are my clubs right now. Let me get myself out of the way here. Take my logo with me. All right. Oh, actually, it's still not even showing all of them. There we go. So these are the clubs. This CSK club is Sid's that I'm running this season, and then Patron Saints Sid is actually running, and you'll notice that those are the first place teams, whereas my other ones are kind of struggling here. Empire 9 are in 7th, Empire FC in 10th. This one hurts particularly because I finished 2nd in this league last season. And I was projected 11th, finished 2nd, and I like way overperformed. And now I'm kind of performing as expected. But as you see here, I've given up 24 goals in 11 games. And some of them I'm just getting pumped, like 4-0, 5-1. And I got to fix my defensive strategies here. Because whatever I'm doing is really not working. Yeah, I got to do something. But anyway, so this wasn't even the screen I was looking for. Huh. Anyway, so the more that I kind of play throughout the pyramid, the less not the less that I want to like keep progressing. I know that sounds very strange. This is a terrible look. I got to figure out how to size this better. Maybe I'll just go back. Sorry, you guys are learning with me. Anyway, so the biggest problem that I have with where I am is I keep having to, like, my agency is getting older, and so I keep having to, I don't want to say like invest in players, because I obviously do. But you'll notice here, like the best players in my agency are getting old. Not getting old, they are old. I'm losing my highest rated outfield player. I'm going to lose my highest rated player after next season. These guys already have the retirement badge. And you're sitting there and you're like, yeah, they're in their 30s, like they're going to get old. And basically what I've been doing as my clubs have moved up the ladder, where I now have a team in iron, 2 teams in stone, and I basically don't want those to fall. And so I keep making these kind of cheaper fixes where I'll get like some, whatever the cheapest rares are. Oh, the guy's 32, but he's a low serial, or he's 28. And I don't want to put the necessary, financial resources in order to keep, to really, gosh, I didn't even notice this 5 straight L's for Empire FC. I don't want to keep doing that, but I also don't want to spend so much where I'm buying like 22-year-old players, because they're so much more expensive, and then having that be the runway. And so one of the lines that Nepp said was essentially like he just enjoys playing in Spark and Flint more. And I actually, like I said, I don't have a Flint side. I don't really have any interest in starting in Flint. So every time I think about buying a new club, it's always a Spark club, because I don't care about being first owner or not. Like I'm the first owner in Empire FC, Nordic Empire, and Empire Rhine, and that's it. The other ones I bought off the secondary market. And so, once that Band-Aid's been ripped off, it is what it is. And so it's making me start to wonder if I kind of do exactly what Toby kind of not intimates here. It's okay to relegate and just kind of keep playing in the Spark, Ice, Stone range. Empire 9 is only surviving here, and only survived here last season because of Sid. Sid loaned me a bunch of players last season and I finished 4th. Now I'm 7th, and it's fine. And I'm willing to like keep that going, I guess. But Empire FC, just what's weird about Empire FC, as you see, I keep moving up, and I still haven't won a league yet. But this second place was like a huge, was just a huge overachievement. Dopsy said, the problem with me with Flint is the price basically the same as 2 tiers above. It's funny that you put it that way, because I completely agree with you. I almost look at it as 2 tiers above are the same price as Flint. Like, why would you ever buy into Flint if you can get, let's see, although I say that now. So $54 to get into Flint if you want a club from Zombathli, Hungary, which, like, maybe you do. 60. So for, what was it, 54? $10 is actually a pretty big jump in Spark. But then, so yeah, $10 more to get into Ice. Might have to sell 1 gold or platinum license soon. Why, Sid? Toby said, I was going to give you a simple solution, but then I saw that Athena and Paulista are both through in the cup, and FC are in a battle in the league, so none of the teams can actually spare anything. Yeah, that's the biggest problem I have. So Empire FC, like full-fledged battle to stay in the league. And again, when Toby's like, it's okay to relegate, I just don't want to. This is like this is my club. Of course, I'm losing my starting right back and my backup left back after this season. This is my backup right back or whatever. So I'm going to need some fullbacks. And you see just everybody's in their 30s, except this Vigano, who I was so excited when I got him at 20 and just really hasn't done much since then. But yeah, so Empire FC are fighting for dear life. Paulista, Paulista are in the cup. That's my ice team. Athena got promoted last season. This is the first league I ever won, going from ice to stone, and they won their cup group. But this one, they're probably safe, knock on wood, in terms of going down. I mean, surely these two will go down at the bottom here. But yeah, so I can't really take from them. And Empire Rhine, who I didn't mean to do this, but this team is like fully stacked. What is that? Spark 110. Like, I really have tried to go out of my way to not have OP teams in any league, and things have like trickled down, and I realize I'm just like making excuses here. And because I was the highest projected team in this league, I'm not sure if I was overwhelmingly. Let's see. So 69.91, 69.38, 68, 66. So I am pretty firmly ahead of others. But I'm like, I have a 10-point gap over second and third, and I have 39 goals and 3 conceded. Like, I didn't expect to be this OP. So the way that actually, maybe I take somebody from here. Oh, so what I was saying, what happens when you do that and then you lose, you lose out of the cup. Rico Mon said, I sold my Spark for 55 and bought a Stone for 60. That's incredible. You buy in Flint because it's getting tougher to get the guys for ice, or if you have loads of free common cards with no home. So the ice thing is an issue because not the ice thing. Let's see. Like, I have a lot of guys that are not on clubs. Now they're starting to get older, and so it doesn't matter. But I do have some. Like, I should have a Flint team. Might have to play Norden at left back a bit, though. So I actually already do this, Toby. Where is that? Was that? No, not Rioja. Rhine. So my initial idea for this team was when I rotate. So I didn't have a backup left back. Was it this team? Wait, I wasn't. Yeah, so basically I was going to go 3 in the back, but then, yeah, that's how I do it. I use Norden as a right back, as a left back, excuse me. So he's basically full back cover on both. Why did I think I had another? I think Serafini makes sense to move up. Where is he? I don't even remember where he is. Is he here at Nordic? No. Wait, I think Serafini moved up to Rioja. Was he here? You're right. I don't play him much at all. Come on. Oh, here he is. CD. Yeah. That's an interesting shout. Yeah, I mean, I almost never play him at center back, even though he's just as good there. And so Bueno here is my backup right back. And I do have Bates is basically my starter. Oh no, Bueno. Yeah, you might have figured it out there, Toby. Maybe Serafini goes. In fact, that's probably exactly what I should do. Because he's barely played this season. Now he does have the retirement badge. I was pretty gutted about that. Where did that go? Yeah, getting the retirement badge at 29. What did I buy him for? $7? Yeah. That was tough. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it, Toby. So he's played 8 times, but I basically play him as a backup CDM. And so how is your progression for the uncommons in Spark? Let's see. Probably not great. So Norden is on the older side. Yeah, Marquette has gotten basically nothing. Yeah, my goalie is not much. Yeah. So not great. Jack Daniels, what's up? Yeah, I think we all can recognize that this is an ice team in Spark. And basically what happened with all of my players is the more players that I bought for my higher teams obviously pushed some players down. And I got to the point where I was like, I had a season where I went from having it was like 1 stone, 2 ice, 3 ice, like 1 stone and 3 ice. And then all of a sudden it was like iron, 2 stone and 1 ice. And I then was buying up, and that pushed everyone down, which is why that Empire Rhine team is like so much better. And even this Nordic Empire team, which has traditionally been not good at all. Like you see here, 11th, 9th, 9th, 7th, 8th, 7th, 5th, 8th, 4th, and now I'm second and kind of very much in the hunt. And actually I made Welsh Empire my lowest team now. And it's as low as it's depressingly low for how high the top of the, yeah. But I've gone to like not caring about that team. But this Empire team is, Empire Rhine, is probably too good. Not probably. It shouldn't be here. And basically my hope is that I don't bottle this and then it goes into ice and then it's a reasonable ice team. Which is a bummer because I miss out on Trust and NEP being in this league. Although I'd probably get promoted to another Trust team anyway. Probably another NEP league anyway. This Manila United team is on the market. I almost bought it recently, forgetting that it was in this league. But yeah, just missed out in the cup. Where did I beat Houston. It was this one right here. I needed to win this game for all intents and purposes. Got destroyed. So yeah, maybe that's the key there. Serafini. Good call, Toby. This is why I wanted to do this, so you guys could help me out. Grimbo, what's up? Thanks for coming in and saying hi. Oh, by the way, if everybody could just go hit the like button, much appreciated on that. I feel like people have been a little more open to that for some reason. All right, let's get Serafini out of here. I do have 20 teams on this team, which is way, like, I try to get by with 18 with like 18. It basically comes down to 19 though. All right, let's get Serafini in. And he's going to Rioja. There he is. And maybe we have problem solved. Letting the Welsh team rot. Shame. I do feel bad about it, Dobbsy. Genuinely. Yeah, I don't know why that's the one that got the short end of the stick, other than it was the most. So I bought it here when it was out of ice. I think season 7 is when I took over. I wish it would tell you like who owned the team back here. Because like July, I don't know when this was, July 2025. But anyway, it did win a cup. So I finished 3rd here. There is a cup somewhere. I thought. There we go. Season 8, I won the cup Yeah, it was a good season there. Dobbsy, do you want to take this? I would actually let you take this team right now. So the tricky thing with this team, Dobbsy, is that I have wingbacks, but I don't have a backup right wing back. I had one, but I moved him to another team. This guy, where's Varela right now? Is he? He's not at. Is he at Rioja? No. Sorry, I got to get rid of this, or else I'm just gonna. Hold on, let me find him. But I had this right back here. So he was at Welsh Empire for years as my starting right back because he was a 72 right back, 71 right. Excuse me, he was my right wing back. And finally, I was like, I feel bad. So yeah. Sid said some of my young rare pulls have been amazing in the recent drop. Hopefully, helps offset some retirement ailments. Quinny, my man, what's up? I was watching you and Harry before, and James is begging Sid for some guy named Alamedo. Anyway, so let's see. Does that solve the... Oh, so yeah, Dobbsy, for real, if you can save this club. If you want to run this club and save us. It's not a great team. But it has some pieces. This guy Sharp is one that I loved. So I remember packing this guy and I was like, I'm never playing left wing backs. And I'm fairly certain that I played him only at left back, maybe some left mid until here. And then he stopped progressing. In fact, I believe he was a patron saint back in the day. Yep, there he is. Season 5, patron saint. 7 yellows in 10 games. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I'll take it on 0. Send the contract. Dobbsy, how about that? Yeah, let's do it. Just live tactics. Yeah. Dobbsy, I'll give you 10%. What is 10% of... I don't even know what you win here. So it's like 150 MFL, 200 MFL if you get third. How far are we? 8 points back. 12 points back. So play him at left back is what I hear. So that's the funny thing. He wasn't like a great left back. He just happened to progress. Like I think, and you see here, like I moved to so basically what I've been doing is for the most part running 4 in the back and running my left wing back, my 2 left wing backs at left mid and left back. And then I bought this guy, Lane. I think he's Michael. Yeah. I run him and then I run Red Zeppi, who's the right wing back at right mid. So I run basically my wing backs at the wide mid spots. So yeah. But yeah, Dobbsy, let's do it. That's exciting. At one point, Dobbsy's just going to run every Welsh club on the platform. Tactics. That should be enough. There you go, Dobbsy. I'm excited to see what happens there. I think we're out of the cup, too. Oh, no, we're in the cup. There you go. There's a little more MFL for you, Dobbsy. Mid-season report out. Let's see if it supports reality or, quote, I feel like. Toby. Behave. So, yeah, let me get back to Empire Rioja. because Serafini is going to go right into the match today. I really needed the left back. Actually, maybe Carrero stays. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's do Forstier. Vivas is my backup right back. So I'm not even playing Serafini today because I can rest. Hopefully Vampire Daddy MFC is not watching right now. We'll get Medina out. Okay. I'm not going to keep doing this. Don't worry. Maybe I will. Where's Ribbo? There he is. Okay. You guys don't need to watch me do this. So Carrero, Vivas. I think we're okay now. So then hopefully Gordon is much less tired tomorrow. Anyway. So yeah, that's basically where I am. Athena is a fun team that is just kind of, hopefully they just stay. Yes, get in, Dobbsy. I better see tons of friendlies being run. Just kidding. So let's see. Paulista here. I'm 2 back of 3rd, which is a reasonable team. I forget. Let's see. Ice 115. I feel like the way that the more that I play MFL, the more I think Ice is the best division. It feels like the people who stack Flint and Spark do so to get to Ice, and the difference between Ice and Stone feels pretty big. And so Ice feels like where I'm the most comfortable. And you can see basically what happens when I get to Stone is that I'm just not that good. Man, we are just winless for a while. And now we play first place today. Wow. Anyway, this was, let's see. So Empire Paulista were projected 9th, who are 8 points back. Like I'm 8 points up on 9th. 18 goals scored. This is, who is this one again? Sorer Sol, right. And they were saying, Sorer Sol was saying they're just like bouncing back and forth between, like that's really funny. Talk about the yo-yo. Win in Ice, finish 10th, go back down, win in Ice, go back up to Stone, get relegated, and then come back and win. I mean, I feel like that's basically what Toby is saying I should do. Maybe that's the Empire FC path. Just to yo-yo back and forth between Stone and Ice. So right now, yeah. So 2 Stone, 2 Ice, 3 Spark. That are all supposed to fit. You know, that's the thing. It's not enough clubs to be a filler or a feeder, to Empire FC, especially when Empire 9 are actually above them. Same season, same engine again next season. Surely we go over. Is that what you meant, Toby? Same engine. Ice is definitely the top of the bottom tier, and then there's a cliff. Top of the bottom tier. Agreed, Sean. Because it feels like lower divisions are fun and chill. Yeah, I think... Oh, wait, hold on. Whenever anyone goes above bronze, they start to care too much and only get upset, angry. So, Palmer, I totally agree with you. It almost doesn't even... Like, it doesn't look fun. I will say that I'm running Sid's bronze team here, the CSK side, and it maybe because like this team, we all know Sid. Let's see. What is this? Bronze League 3. We know Sid loves to stack sometimes, but I don't think we were the only ones stacking. Let's see. Where did this? Yeah, like projected third, close to the top. Well, it's actually a pretty close top. Let's see, 86 to 80. Yeah, it's a pretty competitive league. In a big matchup today, first v second. This is obviously the last time we'll play each other. But maybe because it's Sid's team and Sid's here, so it sounds very awkward. But I'm like, I actually felt significant pressure because I'm like, man, I'm like running somebody else's club. And then maybe the results are what's allowing me to feel a little bit better about that one. But I don't know. We'll see. I know it's an MFL stream, but gem prices changed on set. Really? There are certain managers who position themselves where anything other than winning the league is a failure. Just no room for enjoyment in that. I feel that. Also, no shade to anyone in that position. It sounds like shade. I've been in bronze plus for 3 engines now, and I'm staying sane. Maybe I'm a unicorn. It's not. I think it's less about being there, Toby, and more about kind of like what Palmer said. This like pressure to if you don't win the league, it's a failure. And so I don't know. I just don't want to play that way. I don't play that way. And it's more fun for me that way. And I think it's funny that when everything that comes up, all the stuff in Diamond is so sweaty and everything, and it's clearly more than Diamond that feels that way. And it's almost makes me feel better about it because I'm like, I'm so far away from that I'm okay not being there because it doesn't look fun. So that's all. If anything, I'm hoping for a significant upgrade to the season 16 engine. Sid, what do you mean by upgrade? You just mean different? I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole of the engine because I don't really care. I think that the way that people play in order to they want to figure out the engine so that they can beat other people, but it feels like they actually spend most of their time trying to figure out how to beat the engine itself. And it's just, I have no interest in that. I think it all depends on the manager. I'm sure there are people in Spark and Flint that see it as win or failure. Rigamon, there absolutely are. But there are also the ones that are trying to OP their way out of it. And I don't think that doing that is bad, but I do think that what we see, and the reason why I like Ice, is that generally you see fewer OP teams in Ice because they tend to be the OP Flint and Spark teams that are in Ice. And then, but like, I don't think So Rare Souls, which league was that? Was that Rhines? No. Rioja? Or was it Paulista? Here, this one. Like, I don't think So Rare Soul is necessarily trying to OP his way out. It's just, he's kind of in the middle. What league was this? 115. And like that happens, but it's still a competitive league. Like I'm not, let's see, 77. I mean, again, that's not a great Stone team, as we know, because we've seen it get relegated a bunch of times. Stone 44. But ultimately, the way that people are OPing at the bottom levels, like they're not buying rares, not a lot of rares, to play there in Flint to start. Toby said, I really hope the season 16 engine shuffles formation balance into the dryer and that freedom impacts lateral movement. Just the variations that you can play, not a singular meta. Sid, is there a singular meta right now? Like, I don't believe that's the case. I will say that I think that the higher up you get, the more people believe there's a meta, while ignoring that there are so few people that you're actually competing against, that maybe the meta is because it works against the other 25 clubs that you're possibly playing against. Like thinking of like a league and cup, and versus the thousands that you play in Flint, Spark, and Ice. And so I think people are willing to agree that what works in one division may not work in another. And that's why I feel like this talk of a meta doesn't make sense. Like if you told me that each division had its own meta, I'd believe you. In terms of they're different, I don't think there's actually a meta. Three at the back has been pretty terrible for 3 or 4 seasons now, unless you have some very specific players and possibly tactics. I don't like that, even though I don't like playing 3 at the back. Is it just that we don't, Toby, is it that actually 3 at the back is not that good, or is it that there are not enough people trying to make 3 at the back work because of the positional requirements that you need? Meaning it's a lot of people, if you pack a fullback, you're just like, all right, I'm not going to play 3 at the back. Give us for season 15 6 match engines with random ones every game. Give us unmatched carnage, says Hames. Hames, what's funny is that I feel like people pretend like that happens now, that there is carnage. You 100% see more variations of tactics in lower leagues in Flint Spark, in my opinion, says Grimbo. So I think a lot of that, though, is just volume of players. There aren't 1,000 gold clubs. And so you're inevitably at the mercy of the players that the people who own gold, plat, and diamond clubs have. And so so there are 12, 36, 60, 72 total clubs. Is that right? Between diamond, plat, and gold, 72, 48. Is it 90? Because there are 4 gold. I don't even know. But basically, and realistically, all of the number of individual users who actually own all those clubs is much smaller, because there are some who have, one plat, 1 diamond, 2 plat, 4 gold. And so you're just at the mercy of those people who play similarly. Maybe not, they don't run their clubs all the same, but I feel like you're not going to have somebody who has a diamond club, a platinum club, and a gold club and play 4 at the back in a couple of them and then 3 at the back in others. I think it depends where you are in the league pyramid structure. I've had to upgrade my iron team to the point where it could finish mid-high a fair few bronze leagues. Same for stone, ice with some too. Yeah, it definitely matters where you are. Yeah. Sid said, with the current game engine, Arteta ball seems to be the meta. Agreed, the crop of managers who sweat it out seem to have error-proofed their setups close to 95%. 5% room for error is all there is for variation. What do you mean Arteta ball is the meta? Jimbo, I can't believe you're late either. Grimbo said, I use my lower league teams to try new tactics and formations. Then if I find something that works, I can use them in my higher teams. Doesn't always work out, obviously. I think, and I've said this before, but I just feel like people completely underestimate the uniqueness of every team on MFL. That you can run tactics at a lower league and you have a high-pace winger there and you have a low-pace winger higher up, and it's not going to be the same. I do wonder how many overpowered ice teams there are. I agree, Rikoman. That might be on MFL Assistant, right? Let's see. I'm trying to think of where that would even be, though. Right here. So, like, let's see. Why can't I? 83.08 is the, let's see, best 16. So 82 point, oh, you can't see that. I'm sorry. Didn't realize I was blocking it. I'll just move myself here for now. Take my logo with me. So if I'm reading this correctly, the top best 16, excuse me, is 82.56 in ice. But top 50% is 71. Ice kind of jumps quickly. Unless these are the first place teams though, right? Maybe, I don't, maybe it's all of them. That's not what I wanted. So maybe it's like that. That's why I like ice so much. Sit deep and use that defensive OP setup, what worked against Ronan in that last cup game, basically. Yeah, so I think what worked against Ronan in a whatever cup that was that we're in, Contenders Cup, is just zero indication of the rest of the platform. The understanding of how sample size works isn't a strong point for the average MFL user. Not even average. I don't think anyone has error-proofed their setups to 95%. I think they believe they have, though. There's just more variance than that in MFL. Problems with ordnance survey services has been causing me headaches. Oh, that sounds terrible. Sit deep. Oh, wait, sorry. The worst team in my ice league is 71 average, says Aurelius. What league is that? What number? That's kind of hilarious. Let's see. Like Paulista 115. Yeah, I think whoever said it before is right that like ice is where it breaks off. So like the lowest in this is 66, but like 70. Yeah, I think 71 for ninth place. Oh, that's mine. Like, this is how crazy it is. Like, they must have given up on this. Go crazy. Surely they did. Huh. They're just, I say this respectfully. They're just that bad? Like the fact that our teams are very similar. And I have 19 points and they have 1 point. Ice 37. Let's check that one out. I also think that the reason why ice is so great is because the cost of uncommon players is, oh, look at that. Oh, it's a Philly Trust team. No wonder you're going to get blasted there. 11-team league, yeah. Ice 37. Can I, how do I look at that? Competitions. There we go. Oh my gosh, and he's in third? I didn't even notice that here. What are we doing, Trust? Or are we blaming somebody else? Oh, we are. What's this team look like? Yeesh. Oh, it's a bunch of old guys, though. I bet that's pretty hard to rotate in and out. Okay. All right. I'll let him have that one. Just checked, and Stone top 50% is 76. The graph for Stone looks so funny. Let's check Stone. It's actually quite tight. What's the top of Stone? 84.19. It's Risu's team. Yeah, I think just it all starts to change at that point. This striker guy is nice, Laird. What striker guy? Oh, on best 16. I'll look at that. I don't even know who my strikers are on this team. Is this a Laird team? Hell yeah. Let's go. You get a little extra if he wins the Golden Boot, although I don't think he's even... No. I don't think he's done much this season. 2 goals. Oh, the Brazilian. Which one? I got 2 of them. Osmar Assis or Eder Aquino. Aquino had one really good... I thought he did. Yeah, here it was. 17 and 16 goals, and then they just dried up. Old men trying to hold it down. All right, that's fair. That's fair. I respect that. Sorry, the best 16 on Stone is what we were looking at. Wow. Hold on, let me move myself again. Let's go down. Oh, yeah. Let's go down here. Sorry if the movement is throwing anyone off. I should have just locked. Oh, man, I can't have the logo down there. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty wild. But still, like 76.81 for the top 50%. And then, yeah, 83.94 is the top one of Risu's teams. Two goals in a... Look at Dobbs already running friendlies. Love it. Love it. Not, oh, let me move myself again. Let's go back to it. Oh, boy. Now we're really moving everything. 95% was in reference to the squad strengths and setups in Diamond, where there is no stack option. And you see a lot of 1-1, 1-0, 0-0 score lines with 90s, Serie A level defenses throughout. Yeah, I think saw in the report that they said they have to investigate why goals are so low in the top divisions. Wingbacks are class. Both got goal and assist. Yeah, they're good. Yeah. SLD LRD, what's up? Not MFL, but Andrew's France Ivory Coast packs yesterday were painful. Yeah, that was good content. That was a lot of fun, that stream. I'm actually going to do another another So Rare stream in 55 minutes. I'm going to open a bunch of gold packs again, see if we can get a little better. But yeah, I think that, and I'm going to blame Jimbo a little bit here, but I think that and Rikoman saw this as a problem and started his own MFL podcast, so focusing on kind of the lower levels. But I feel like we as a community, and I'm going to say I'm not part of this I am not a part of this part of the community because I'm not that high on the ladder, on the pyramid, excuse me. But I feel like we take lessons from higher up the pyramid and think that they apply to everywhere else. And everyone's like, well, no, it's different up here. But then that's where the conversation stays. And again, I don't want to play. I don't play, and I don't have any interest in playing MFL in terms of trying to figure out the engine as the way to beat my opponents. I just want to beat my opponents with how I think I can beat them. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. But I did realize the more that Nep was kind of talking about it, and I've talked to Nep a little bit as well about it, that yeah, that ice stone is where I want to cap out. And I like this Empire 9 team got promoted from third. So I went, third, and then I don't remember being second. That's funny. Stone League 13. Yeah, I guess I did. Last day of the season, I got second, and then I assume I just won the first game. Stone 13, Iron playoff. Yeah, won the first game. 3-2. Yeah, and then I was in. And I bet you could go back, and I was definitely not projected to be that high. In fact, James, where are you? James is here. James, was this yeah, James was in this one. There's Jambos. James, do you remember if I was projected really low on this season? I feel like I was, and I just ran hot. And then got promoted to Stone, and I'm just like, I'm not really there. And then all of a sudden, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, got promoted to Iron. I was like, I'm not ready for this. Was it Empire FC that got that gifted promotion? I think was it this one? So I had one where it was a third place. I finished third. Here we go. Iron playoff. Yeah, and I only had to win 2 despite being third place. And I made it up to Iron, and I was like, I'm not ready for Iron. Seventh or eighth, I think, but 4-1-2-1-2 is too strong. I think I was just too strong. Don't blame the engine, blame the game. Or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm glad you guys were here so that I could, let me randomly look at these guys who are on the market here. Anyway, I'm glad you guys were here so you could watch me open those 2 terrible packs. Actually, let me get that guy in the dev center before I go any further. Here he is. But yeah, so hopefully fixed one problem with Rioja, and opened 2 terrible packs, and so we'll see. So appreciate everyone coming. It looks like everybody's onto So Rare now. So that's good timing because I'm going to be on to So Rare in about 51 minutes. So if you want to head over to So Rare with Laird, check out that video. It's going to be all about gems and World Cup, and I'm going to be doing it with somebody who knows nothing about football, which will be an experience. So check that out. Appreciate everybody for coming. Good luck in the final bit of the transfer window yourselves. And all of your matches today and for the rest of the season, as long as you're not playing me. So thank you, everybody. Good luck. Please make sure you get outside.